Yo! Whew! Now, see, things are really getting interesting now. Biden is out, so who's going to be in his place? Y'all have any ideas? I got mine.
A moment ago, folks, this will give you an idea of how nasty the campaigns are about to get. But the Republicans, as they said last week, they're already starting to zoom in on Kamala Harris as their likely opponent. Well, the first political attack ad against her has just aired. Let's take it.
Kamala was in on it. She covered up Joe's obvious mental decline.
Our president is in good shape, in good health, tireless, vibrant, and I have no doubt about the strength of the work that we have done.
But Kamala knew Joe couldn't do the job, so she did it. Look what she got done. A border invasion, runaway inflation, the American dream dead. They created this mess. Kamala owns this failed record.
Yeah, I don't know who's going like I said, we got to figure out what demographics is going to vote for Kamala Harris. That's the question.
Yeah, you're right. And not only that, was it Hakeem Jeffries? If you think about it, the Democrats are going to want to pull another Obama type thing.
They might. I don't know. They might.
What's on Obama? What do you mean by that? Vote for him just because he's black?
Yep, because he's black. And supposedly he good looking. I saw the man. I said, "Hold on now." I ain't not trying to be ugly.
That might not be your preference, but he's not an ugly fella.
No,
I say that.
He all right. He a 5.
To be 60 years old.
He a 5. He's 60.
I don't know how old he is.
Oh, I was about to say, God, no. I mean, we know black don't crack,
but you already know. But you already know how some people think. Well, the way we could bring people together is if we vote for somebody.
No, this ain't about to know, but to make it the divide worse.
Yeah,
you might really see it come out.
I agree, but you gotta understand the people's mindsets.
All right, so how about this? Put this blanket out. All right, say they pick Kamala Harris to be to the Democratic nominee.
She has to be because the money got to go to her. Biden Harris.
Okay, all right. So, but see, I'm only saying that.
Yeah. All the educated black women. Harris got that locked down. All your old black people. Your church going black folks, grandma. Harris.
I'm not trying to sound rude when I say this, and I'm trying to keep it so this video doesn't get taken down. But how in the world are you going to call yourself it doesn't matter how many degrees you have. That doesn't mean you're smart.
No.
That does not.
That's not what they're going to be looking at.
You just know how to take a test.
Well, shoot, man. People who have the degrees have failed miserably on their test, but somehow they do.
But see, that's okay. So like, this is all right. So all right, Kamala Harris. Apparently, she's supposed to be the pick, even though Barack Obama said that she's not. She's gotten the endorsement from the Clintons, Biden, and Soros.
Yep.
So okay, for the ticket. Kamala, who do you think the VP pick?
I'm hearing this dude, Shapiro. No, I don't know who he is. I'm just hearing his name.
Shapiro?
Was he,
I think he was Pennsylvania governor or something like that.
Okay.
I don't know who he is. What's the name on here?
The name, I've heard of Shapiro too at one point.
I don't know if it's a relation.
Let's see.
To Ben.
Oh, no, I don't.
In the pews.
Okay, could Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro.
Oh, okay.
That's who it is. Him. So Josh Shapiro, yeah, I see, could be a vice president pick after Biden's dropout. Let's see.
But what has he done? I mean, I get what
I don't know nothing about.
You already know. It doesn't matter what they do. It's a matter of how they look and sound. We don't care.
I tell you what he's done. Look up
left don't-
Keniston.
Who?
Look up Keniston, Pennsylvania.
You said look up Kennison, Pennsylvania?
Kensington. I think it's Kensington or Keniston.
Kensington? Okay, just for people in the back to hear.
And pull up pictures.
I see. No, that's Kingstown.
But
Kensington.
again, people have to be smarter than this, but we live in times
No.
where everybody goes by their feelings instead of their morals.
Kensington, Pennsylvania. I've never seen anything like it.
It's like a third world country. Basically, you got people out in the open just doing heroin, fentanyl.
All the drugs.
So pretty much like a Gavin Newsom.
But this is worse. This is like another country. Like this is bad. Like you got people walking around like zombies like this. Like that.
So people walking around like zombies.
Yeah, I mean, all that's being allowed. You the governor. Shut that down. Clean it up.
No, they don't want to do that. That's how they want. They want you to. They want you to look.
They want you to rely.
They want you to look lost. They don't want you to be aware of what's going on. They don't want you to. They want you to be. They want you to have a mushy brain. So, but all right. So, what about the debate? You think Kamala got a chance against Trump during the debate?
Not a chance in hell. Not a chance in hell.
No.
Why not? Why? I mean,
because
they
she's
said
dumb.
she's smart.
She dumb.
But they said she's smart.
What's up for everybody? What's the thing? There is how they'll be in what she be saying.
Oh,
there is.
I can't even.
Ought to be, not ought to be, but there was.
Failed Shakespeare.
Like she's an idiot.
Yeah, yes.
We know how she got to the top by getting on her knees.
Woo! She had to wear them knee pads, and those knee pads are worn out.
She got to retirement after she made VP.
No.
But see, this is the thing, right? This is
the thing.
so. This is the thing, right? This is just me thinking. This is my thought process. So of course, a lot of people didn't want Biden. They didn't want Biden to drop out. All right, because they felt like it'll be an easy win for Trump. I don't think it mattered if he stayed or left. So what if? Okay, so the Democrats, like now they're making the left. They're making their own Democratic voters vote for whoever they pick. The Democratic voters didn't even get to pick.
Nope.
So knowing
that,
primary.
I had no problem with
So knowing that, do you think the Democrats are still just going to say, you know what? Even though they didn't let me pick, should I even stay with the Democratic Party? They took my right to vote away for the primary.
That honestly, that would be up to the person.
Blue or nine, they gonna blue no matter who. Blue no matter who.
That would be up to the person if they're going to vote or not. Because what more do you need to see or the information that you need to be given to know that
there ain't no more to see.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like what more? Why do you want to keep voting for a party or a person? Doesn't matter which party you go for, that does not care about you.
How much do I have to curb stump you in the ground before you get it?
Exactly.
You just on the ground, just get whooped.
Like you take the horse to the water, but you can't make it drink.
No. I can show you the door, but you got to walk through it.
Yeah. Like what more? Like shucks, the Democrats did not give you, like what we all said, did not give you a chance to vote for somebody besides Biden. They took that away from you.
Biden was just he was decrepit.
I mean, but we saw it coming back in 2020 though. We saw that back in 2020 when it was of course Trump versus Biden then, and we saw how Biden barely campaigned.
Yeah,
man can barely walk. He
kept falling on the stairs.
He did his campaign in the basement, and people still voted for him. I tell you right there.
Yeah, but they tried to say
that was before he became president. So you don't think? I mean, you don't think they know better now? And 4 years after Biden, 4 years later, all right, he's stepping down. Kamala stepping up. Allegedly, supposedly.
She getting up.
No, yeah. She finally got off those knee pads.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, here's my time. I did it.
Yeah, man, look, like you said, they ain't no primary, they ain't got no choice.
But again, you can't say that. Look, you either choose or you don't. You don't have to vote for the Democratic Party. And another thing is too, and I hope this doesn't get careful. I'm trying to be careful, but you cannot call yourself a Christian
and vote Democrat.
And vote Democrat.
Nope.
Well,
you just cannot. Well, Trump is mean. Look, I'm being honest with you. If people in my life did not tell me without being honest with me, I would not have gotten to where I need to be. You just have to be flat out honest with people. High taxes does not work. Go put pumping money into wars so you can keep the peace.
No, we already know that.
Yeah, but no, I'm saying I know that we know that, but people who claim themselves as Christians and all that stuff.
Well, it's not just that stuff like that. You got the open border where you have tons of fentanyl coming across. You have tons of people being trafficked, and a whole bunch of other stuff. The crime rate is shot up. You've gotten the homeless up in New York and all these other Democratic run cities that are
inflation is double.
Oh gosh.
Inflation is double. We've seen them billions of dollars to Israel, billions of dollars to Ukraine. What are we getting back out that deal?
Nothing.
I think those are loans though. I looked those up, them loans. They ain't just giving them money.
It's still though. It hasn't been paid back.
It ain't gonna know. They just got it. They ain't gonna be paid back.
It ain't gonna be paid back as loans at all.
So
I mean, in period, despite how it's labeled.
Xi Jinping and Putin, all of them sitting back waiting. Just
apparently, Trump was on a phone call with Zelensky, not too long ago. I think after his the RNC, I believe, he had a phone call with Zelensky. So I don't know. It'll definitely be interesting to see how things transpire these next few months.
And I agree. I personally just don't understand the whole Democratic logic. Like from the beginning, Democrats have done nothing but to
destroy.
But after me personally, after JFK was assassinated, I think that was the tipping point for the Democratic Party, because he wasn't for everything that you see now.
He could be considered a moderate today.
Yes. So that's when that's when the Democrats went sideways, went AWOL. They were once for the people, I would say,
to a degree.
Wasn't black people.
But now it's like, okay, you know what? We don't care about you at all. We just want we want money. We want to destroy the middle class. We want open borders. We want
you to work, and we want you to have nothing and be happy.
Exactly. And you remember what Rockefeller said? He did not want a nation of thinkers. He wanted a nation of workers. He was part of the Democratic Party.
Oh yeah.
Ever since then, you've been seeing nothing but workers. I'm being honest with you. when I turn 60, I want to retire.
I'm trying to retire now. Like
Well,
yesterday.
even now, like you have people in their 70s who are working.
Yeah, people got to work.
And
They can't
coming
afford
out of
not to
retirement to work.
Coming out of retirement to work. What makes you think that that's okay? I want my grandma, my grandpa, I want my parents to kick up their feet and be like, all right, I did, I can retire. Not, oh, I got to come out of retirement. No, that's not right. Again, Christians, what makes you think that is okay? All this stuff that's going on with the open borders, abortions, drag queens.
All that's going to affect black people.
Drag queens coming up.
Black jobs.
Yeah.
Drag queens coming up and teaching kids and trying to tell them about the sexuality. What makes you think that's okay?
Pride parades with grown men walking around.
All of it out.
Butt naked.
All of it out.
Around kids.
Again, how is that okay? And you have a man, you have Trump, Donald Trump, that
Try to blow my man head off.
that is trying, who is wanting, and you heard the debate, and you can hear it from his voice that he did not want to run again, but because
He ain't got to.
But he did not have to.
No.
But because of what
Happened in 2020.
what happened in 2020, and now that what's going on with our nation now, that man is literally, I'm not gonna say he's taking a beating because he throwing punches. He's throwing punches right back at him.
Yeah.
Well, I would say more so. It was God throwing punches right back at him. But he wants to close the border. He wants to stop this whole woke agenda stuff in these schools, and men trying to use women's bathrooms, and like, again, if you vote Democrat and you claim yourself you're a Christian, you are not a Christian.
There's only one letter left. And that's P. That's gonna be the last letter they add.
Oh yeah.
LGB, yeah.
Well, no.
I ain't say that.
Well, they already discussed it.
No, they've
already come out.
They've already put that in there because of that whole minor attracted person. We don't want to call it pedophilia. It's a pedophile. Well, if the child consents, a child doesn't know what.
You gotta be how old to get a tattoo?
You gotta be like.
You gotta be how old to buy alcohol?
You gotta be 18.
How old to buy certain firearms and stuff? Like, you can't just say if they can. No, that's just them coming after the kids. Like, they said they wouldn't.
They said they wouldn't, but they've been singing it. We're coming after your children. And you're like, huh? Say what now?
All right, so
demons.
So say it's a Harris Shapiro ticket.
I think it's gonna be a Harris and Hakeem ticket. They want black people.
They're
trying to get the black votes real
See,
bad.
this is gonna be the strategy. This is what you have to think about. She got to win as many swing states as possible.
You think she got a chance?
Not a chance in hell.
So why would you? Well, I guess because of the way that it falls. She's VP. She would have to get the whatchamacallit. But regardless, I don't know. Do y'all think it'll be a landslide though?
I
would say Trump will win. My bad. I meant to get up closer to the mic, but I believe Trump would. I believe Trump will win by a landslide.
Yeah, so you guys think right now the vice president is strategy. You want the best person just in case you go down, but right now it's strategy. It's about winning the election. So that's why he picked Vance. That's why Trump picked Vance, because what is he? What type of?
He's a veteran. He's a Marine.
So you gotta think of his demographic, people that like him.
Well, yeah.
But hold on too. You have to think about it with J.D. Vance as well, of how he got out because they didn't give Ben Carson a chance, because Ben Carson got out of that whole not trying to cheat my words.
He grew up with a single mother, single parent household. He had several siblings. He grew up poor.
Yeah, and so that is JD Vance story as well.
Mm-hmm.
And you hope that people
similar, not exactly the same, but yeah, I get you.
But similar. You hope that people who are going through same thing will realize, like, hey, if that man can make it, so can I.
He came out the mud.
He literally.
And not only that, but then that's another thing too. They want to claim that white people have privilege.
Mm-hmm.
This dude grew up. He didn't have any privilege. He grew up poor. He grew up with a mother who was an addict. She's only been sober, 10 years?
Yeah, he just smart. The man just pulled himself up by the bootstraps.
Well, if they tell you that's not possible, they tell you that you can't do that without the government's help. They tell you that you cannot pull yourself up. They're going to tell you
he came up because he's white.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Right there. Knocks down the whole white privilege lie that they want to go off and tell. Oh, you did it because you got it because you were white. I had to join the freaking Marines.
Oh, yeah.
And he stayed I think he said, 4 years he served? And then he went to school. But he had to sign on the dotted line to be able to do that. He probably wouldn't have been able to do that any other way.
Yeah, he had to get that GI Bill up.
There's a book that I'm still reading. It's called Black Rednecks and White Liberals. That tells you by Thomas Sowell. That tells you right there of how the elite whites even treated the poor whites.
Yeah.
They did. If you were not in their class, they treated you like dirt.
They probably treated dirt better than you.
Yeah. So and it went for, they treated the poor whites just as bad as the blacks. So
but not only that, but not every white person had slaves either.
That too.
And the majority of the slaves weren't even in the U.S. They were in the Caribbean. I think the U.S. only had about 20% of blacks.
Yeah, it definitely had more slaves than other countries.
But I believe that Trump will win by landslide, and I pray he does, and that there will be no rigging, none. Like, even if they try,
I mean, they kind of rigged it anyway because they took the votes away, the primary away from the Democrats. So that's rigged in and of itself.
On their side, yeah.
They rigged it regardless.
Yes.
Like, they probably weren't anticipating on dropping Biden, but I don't know. We kind of saw this coming already. I mean, maybe not this much of a decline so soon, so fast.
Yeah, it was quick.
But
he fell off a cliff.
They don't die.
Like I say, you go watch the videos from 2020 to now, you can see it's a.
Oh yeah, that's a huge.
He was talking. He was coherent. He was in his mind.
That, but back in the 70s and 80s, when he was out there, just listening to him then, you would have thought he was a moderate Republican. He was talking about closing borders. He was talking about doing this with taxes. He was talking about all of this stuff back then that he is all of a sudden opposed to now.
But
he got bought out, man.
But what I won't say he got. Well, no, yeah, you can say he got bought out.
He had to go along to get along.
Yep, because he saw what his son was getting into, and he saw that his bank account was getting pretty low.
You know what I also think? I'm gonna just put this out there. The Biden family, they're used to using one another.
Yeah, the son used the daddy used the rest of the world. You're right. They use each other.
Because you think about it, like, we knew from the beginning, from the get-go, and this is not just Biden, this is on the Democrat as well, because they've done it to other politicians. But you have it noted that, okay, he had 2 aneurysms back in the day. So that's going to be, and that's going to take an impact on his brain. There's going to be some deterioration, right? So we saw back in 2020 how bad of a decline he's
had since.
He's had since he was in office with Obama.
Mm-hmm.
And now you see it even more so. And then what do? They wheel him along. You got foreign leaders even directing him.
Obama had to carry that man off stage.
Exactly.
And to walk him off stage. Come on.
They don't want. And then people were saying, "Oh, Jill's pulling the strings," and his son Hunter is also in on it and stuff like that. But the man should not. He should have never ran to begin with. And then at first times, instead of covering, Kamala Harris is guilty of it too, covering his mental decline, his health state, they decided to stroll that man along. And that was elder abuse. That is elder abuse. Yeah. He should have been out. He should be getting some type of rehabilitation.
Tell his doctor wife to help
and spending time with his family.
Man, I think Dr. Pepper has better credentials than her. All right? I'm just saying, like the doctor. Don't get me started on that one. But all right, anything else? Closing arguments?
Trump 2024. MAGA.
Go subscribe to Old Boy TV. That's all I got.
All right, Old Boy TV and Briella, you got anything else you want to add in there?
MAGA 2024.
Blast for Trump.
All right, we're out.